I'm here at SeaTac Airport, and in this video, I'm going to be showing my TSA-friendly EDC. Let's get started. EDC stands for Everyday Carry. It represents the items that you carry on your person from a day-to-day basis. The problem with EDC is that oftentimes you have things like knives and multi-tools and other equipment that isn't TSA safe. Even though TSA rules prevent you from bringing these type of things, you could still have a capable, organized setup that keeps you ready for little emergencies while traveling. Of course, if you are checking luggage, just bring your normal EDC with you, but be sure to follow whatever the laws are of the particular state or region that you're going to. However, for this trip, we are doing carry-on, so we have to adhere to TSA rules for carry-on luggage. All of my TSA-friendly EDC gear is stored in a Maxpedition Platy Pocket Organizer. This is a compact, durable pouch that keeps everything organized and easy to access. You could store this in your pocket or even in a fanny pack, such as the ones made by VanQuest. When storing in the fanny pack, you could have all the items stored loosely in one of the zippered pockets, or just toss in that Maxpedition Organizer into the fanny pack and take it out whenever needed. When going through the TSA checkpoint, I take all of the items out of the Maxpedition Organizer and place them in a clear, plastic zippered bag. This way the agents could clearly see everything at a glance, with no mystery pouch full of gear for them to dig through. On every flight that I've been on, I've done this and I've had no issues. Once through security, I load everything back into the organizer or fanny pack and go about my trip. The supplies that I have in my TSA-friendly EDC aren't as capable as my normal EDC, but it does provide me with a very basic set of capabilities while traveling. Let's start off first with the travel knife. While you cannot carry a knife through TSA for obvious reasons, it's still nice to have cutting capabilities at the location that you're traveling to, if needed. So here's my knife travel strategy when going through TSA and not checking my luggage. So I bring a Gerber Gear EAB pocket razor knife with money clip. I remove the razor blade before flying and leave the knife fully extended so TSA could see it empty. I recently featured this particular razor knife on my budget EDC video. Once at my destination, I could grab a cheap razor blade from a store and use it during the trip, and then toss it before heading home. In places with extra security, like my recent trip to the Las Vegas Sphere, I skip EDCing the blade altogether. But again, for my travel knife, I have an empty Gerber Gear EAB pocket razor knife. The next item are some tweezers. These ones are made by Tweezerman. These can be used for removing splinters and doing small precision-based repairs. Stored next to those are some nail clippers, also made by Tweezerman. I include these not only for grooming, but for cutting tags, threads, or even opening small packaging when scissors or a knife aren't allowed. Stored in the front pocket of the Maxpedition Organizer is a Knipex pliers wrench extra small. Yeah, I know that I featured this item previously in my overrated EDC items video. However, for a travel-specific EDC, these aren't overrated. That's because I can't carry my normal full multi-tool because it wouldn't make it through the TSA checkpoint. These Knipex pliers are highly rated, are super tiny, and provide you with basic capabilities for gripping onto things if needed. For my travel EDC flashlight, I carry the Streamlight MicroStream USB rechargeable 250 lumen flashlight. This one is compact but powerful enough for EDC purposes. I featured this flashlight previously in my budget-friendly EDC video. You could store it in the Maxpedition Organizer, or I oftentimes move it over to my front left pocket. This one has a super deep pocket clip, it's tail button activated, and you could charge it via USB. Again, the Streamlight MicroStream. Next, for an EDC pen, I'm carrying the Pentel Mini RSVP ballpoint pen. This one was also previously featured in my budget EDC video. This is a small, reliable pen, perfect for filling out forms or jotting down notes. You could get it in a multi-pack for an inexpensive price. Now let's open up the Maxpedition Organizer. But first, before doing that, I have a whistle attached to the zipper. This is a Nupel emergency whistle, again, which was featured in my budget EDC video. I like using budget-friendly EDC items for my TSA EDC, just in case I had to lose any of these while going through a TSA checkpoint. I wouldn't want it to be anything that would break the bank. This whistle is attached to the zipper for quick and easy access, and it's a loud, P-less whistle for emergency purposes. Now let's start going through the items that are stored inside of the Maxpedition Organizer. Starting off first, I have some duct tape. This is the Ready Tape duct tape, which comes in a 3-pack and is flat folded for a perfect shape for everyday convenience. This can be used for quick fixes and even blister prevention. Stored behind there, I have a few individual wet ones. These can be used for basic hygiene purposes and for general sanitation, perhaps in your hotel room. And then the last item as part of my TSA EDC is a mini Shardy kit. This is just a dude wipe and some toilet paper stored in a vacuum sealed bag. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And then there are times where you go to a toilet and lo and behold, there's no toilet paper. So that's where this mini Shardy could save the day. And those are all of the items that are stored in the Maxpedition organizer that is all TSA friendly. On top of this TSA friendly EDC, I also bring my full urban EDC backpack version 5.0 as my carry-on backpack. You've seen this in an earlier video. Before traveling, I just remove any sharp or prohibited items, so things like the medical shears, before heading to the airport. That way I still have all of my gear at the destination while keeping my on-person carry simple and compliant. So that's my TSA-friendly everyday carry setup. It's a compact and capable kit that keeps me prepared without causing any issues at the airport. Even though you have to leave behind knives and multi-tools with blades and certain sharp items when you fly, you could still build a thoughtful, effective kit that covers the basics: lighting, writing, signaling, hygiene, repairs, and even tools, all in a way that complies with TSA rules. Again, if you want to bring your normal EDC, just check your luggage. Preparedness doesn't need to stop just because you're traveling. It just takes a little bit more planning and creativity. This setup has served me well for the past few flights, and hopefully it's a reminder that even within restrictions of air travel, you could still be ready for the unexpected. Stay tuned for the next several videos we filmed during our Las Vegas trip, including essential travel preps, my most popular fanny pack, a hotel UV light inspection, a walkthrough of the Olight store at Fashion Show Mall, and a comprehensive preparedness review of the Venetian Resort. That's going to do it for this video featuring my TSA Safe EDC for traveling. I hope that you enjoyed watching it. I imagine that a lot of you have some items that you like taking with you while traveling that is safe to get through TSA checkpoints. So leave those comments below in the comments section with regard to your recommendations for items. I provided a PDF document. You could download it by clicking the link in the description box below. It has a list of all the items that were included in this video, in addition to links to those items if you want to pick one of them up for yourself. Stay tuned for more urban emergency preparedness videos, and I'll see you next time. Take care.